What a wonderful mob. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and good evening. Well, sonus musicae latinum in cadet. That's Latin. And it means that tonight's Sound of Music goes Latin. Not ancient Latin, but the Latin of the rumba and the samba and the Mardi Gras.
I saw her there, confetti in her hair, tripped along by the throng, wasn't long till we met. When we kissed, my heart beat faster, faster than a castanet. We watched the moon come to the Mardi Gras, like a painted balloon at the Mardi Gras. Romance was ours beneath Brazilian skies. Love is there in the air, everywhere that you are. Make your sweetest dream for to come through the Mardi Gras.
We watch the moon come to the Mardi Gras, like a painted balloon at the Mardi Gras.
Romance was ours beneath Brazilian skies. Love is there in the air, everywhere that you are. Make your sweetest dreams for to come through the Mardi Gras. The Mardi Gras, the Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras!
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. And now, from the Mardi Gras to something that's Mardi Grouse. Sunbeam. Ooh. Didn't I say they were a lovely mob tonight? Thank you very much. And welcome now to our musical Mardi Gras. You know, oddly enough, the words Mardi Gras are French. They mean Shrove Tuesday. How they come to refer to a Latin carnival, I'll never know. But anyway, here's a tip about how to say yes in whatever country you might be in.
In Spain they say, beep, beep. In France you hear, wee, wee. Every little Dutch girl says, ya, ya.
Every little Danish doll says, da.
But sweetheart, tell me why, no matter how I try, you won't listen to my plea, won't say yes in any language to me. When will you say, please, please? In Hindustan, a god means okay, babe, rest hard.
All the Trinidad song can do.
On every virgin isle, they say it with a smile. But you never hear my plea, won't say yes in any language to me. When will you say, please, please? La 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 la.
Well, thank you, senoritas and senors. And now, here's a name I'm sure you'll all know. Ernesto Lecuona. He was the man who wrote the song you just heard. And he's also the composer of our next number. Lecuona first introduced it in 1929 as part of a semi-classical suite entitled Andalusia. Its first title was Malaguena, but then years later, after words were added, it emerged as The Breeze and I. Well, Rosalind sings the original version for us. for everybody here and say that was really beautiful. Thanks so much, Rosalind. Well, the next trip of our Latin tour takes us to the proverbial south of the border country, Mexico. There, in the form of a lovely old song, we breathe the fragrance of a rose, Mexicali rose.
Mexicali rose, stop crying. I'll come back to you sunny day. Every night you'll know that I'll be pining. Every hour of year while you're away. Dry those big brown eyes and smile, dear. Vanish all those tears and please don't sigh. Kiss me once again and hold me. Mexicali rose, goodbye. Smile those big brown eyes and smile, dear. Vanish all those tears and please don't sigh. Kiss me once again and hold me. Mexicali rose,
Oh, boy. I wish I could sing. Well, thank you, Darrell. And now, let there be trumpets. Ole! Hasta la vista! Spanish omelet! Well, you know, I like that kind of talk. That's the sort of thing we say in the ring, you know, when we're facing El Toro, the bull. And are we afraid? Never. At least, never when the bull is like Ferdinand. Let me tell you about it. Oh, there once lived a bull, a magnificent bull, a paddock near old Barcelona. He would romp and he'd play midst the flowers all day, till he felt just like old Colonna. He was gentle and kind, and his moo was refined, which the rest of the bulls all resented. When he started to moo in a moment or two, he would have all the cows disconnected. Ferdinand, Ferdinand, the bull with the delicate ego. Ferdinand, Ferdinand, the heifers all call him amigo. With the rope beneath his nose, he'd curtsy and greet them politely, for he knew how to tango and dance and fandango, but he never learned to fight. Ferdinand, Ferdinand, the bull with the delicate ego. Ferdinand, Ferdinand, the heifers all called him amigo. With the rose beneath his nose, he'd curtsy and bow him politely, for he knew how to tango and dance the fandango, but he never learned to fight.
Where is he? Hey, go.
See? Oh, boy, what a run that was. I had to go right round the prop bay, right round through the door. My goodness, I just made it, though. Well, muchos thank yous. And, that's no bull. Well, I think it's... I think it's about time we introduce a touch of exotica to the Latin scene. And what better place to find it than Brazil, in the tropic paradise of Sao Salvador. This is a city with two names, and after its second one is called one of the world's most bewitching numbers, Bahia. Well, that was Frank and Shirley and the Just Four Quartet. Well, over the years, many composers have borrowed for their works the theme of Latin life and love, but none has captured it more completely than Georges Bizet in his opera Carmen. Here there is color, vitality, passion, and drama, and a superb use of the Spanish musical idiom. The highlights of its score is a rousing, zestful tribute to the bullfighter, Il Toreador. And to it, we feel none could do better justice than the best toreador, Bill Newman.
Circuit pose, the courteous answer claiming, I lift my glass to soldiers gay and bold. Warrior like you, with courage flaming, thrill with joy when they commence, behold. See the circus thronged with crowds of people, the seats are filled above below. Loud bells ring out from every steeple, all the world has come to the show. Hark what shouting what frenzied voices when the bull flies out with angry roar. But instead the torero rejoices, sure of honor when the fight is o'er. Look out, beware, look out, beware. Toreador Gandhi, Toreador, Toreador. Bear thou in mind when combat delayed, bright eyes fondly regard. For the upon heart wait, Toreador, for the upon heart wait. Silence, there comes a silence. Ah, what has happened now? All hearts are beating high, all hearts are beating high. 'Tis a mighty bull comes rushing out of the torii. See, he flies, his foe he reaches. Down goes a gallant horse, with him goes a picador. A bravo toro, shout out the people. On goes the bull, now here, now there. Raging he flies, and maddened by the bandoleros, in frenzy while he bites, the circus screams of gore. Many see for safety climb the fences. Now then, Toreador, this time, prepare, prepare, beware. Toreador. Bear thou in mind when combat delayed, bright eyes fondly regard. For the upon heart wait, Toreador, for the upon heart wait, Toreador, for the
In the history of American popular music, there are many, many individual songs with fascinating individual stories. But for pure mystery, there's one that stands out way above the rest. It's a number that ranks among the oldest of American compositions. It's perhaps the most played number in jazz and pop circles, and it's a number that everybody knows, and yet nobody knows who wrote it. Its origin is completely buried in the sands of time. Records do show, though, that it was very popular during the American Civil War just on 100 years ago. And that's why we'd like to present the number to you tonight, to celebrate its symbolic centenary. Here it is, then, with a sparkling new arrangement by the Jack Boyle Dancers, When the Saints Go Marching In. Well, it's request time now, and let's see what we have here. It's one for Bob. Dear Bob, go and soak your head. Oh, well, anything to oblige. Gentlemen, tune up the tub. Let's get some bubbles here. Singing in the bathtub, happy once again. Watching all the bubbles go swinging down the drain. Singing through the soap suds, life is full of hope. You can sing with feeling while feeling for the soap. Or a ring around the bathtub isn't so nice to see, but a ring around the bathtub is a rainbow to me. Reaching for a towel, ready for a rub. Everybody's happy while singing in the tub. Oh my goodness. Oh, a ring around the bathtub isn't so nice to see, but a ring around the bathtub is a rainbow to me. Reaching for a towel, ready for a rub. Everybody's happy while singing in the tub.
chick-a-la-cha-la.
Check-a-la Romany in a banana, cafalica-wallica, can't you see? Chicory chick is me.
Chicory chick-a-la-cha-la.
Check-a-la Romany in a banana, cafalica-wallica, can't you see? Chicory chick is me.
Every time you're sick and tired of just the same old thing,
Saying just the same old words all day.
be just like the chicken found something new to sing.
Open up your mouth and start to say, oh,
Chicory chick-a-la-cha-la.
Check-a-la Romany in a banana, cafalica-wallica, can't you see? Chicory chick is me.
Chicory chick-a-la-cha-la.
Check-a-la Romany in a banana, cafalica-wallica, can't you see? Chicory chick is me.
Chicory chick-a-la-cha-la.
Check-a-la Romany in a banana, cafalica-wallica, can't you see? Chicory chick is me.
Every time you're sick and tired of just the same old thing,
Saying just the same old words all day.
be just like the chicken who found something new to sing.
Open up your mouth and start to say, oh,
Chicory chick-a-la-cha-la.
Check-a-la Romany in a banana, cafalica-wallica, can't you see? Chicory chick is me. Chicory chick is me. Chicory chick is me.
Somewhere the sun is shining, somewhere the songbirds dwell. Lost in thy sad repining, God lives and all is well. Beautiful isle of somewhere, land of the true, where we live anew. Beautiful isle of somewhere the day is longer, somewhere the task is done, somewhere the heart is stronger, somewhere the burden won. Beautiful isle of somewhere, land of the true, where we live anew. Beautiful isle of
Okay, the golden sunshine of a summer day. Okay, we'll bear the burden of your cares away. It's the love in you, the hate in you, desire in you. The wine of the sun that will wash you along, will lifting you high in the wings of a song. The dreams in you, the flame in you, the fire in you. Okay, okay. So while forgetfulness we borrow, never minding what tomorrow has to say. Okay, the only call we all away. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, sunshine of a summer day. Okay, we'll bear the burden of your cares away. Take the love in you, the hate in you, desire in you. Wind up the sun that will push you along, lifting you high on the wings of a song. The dreams in you, the flame in you, the fire in you. Okay, okay. So while forgetfulness we borrow, never minding what tomorrow has to say. Okay, they only call me all obey. Okay, okay.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Well, it's a big day for us today. We're 4 years old. How about that? Yes, it was in July 1963 when this show first came on your screens, and we're very happy when you, the viewers, accepted it immediately. Well, you've been looking at us for 4 years now, and I think it's time we had a look at you. There, you see? We're all on camera. Now, the gang and I are going to join in and wish all of us many happy returns.
There is no doubt that this television is here to stay. And no matter what interferes, we're stuck with it anyway. We happen to like it, but the person who counts is you. So we rather hope you like it too.
And if you do, we hope you wish all the things we wish each time they strike up the band. Many happy returns for the future. The future looks grand.
We hope you like all the things we like, for then we're friends from the start. Many happy returns, and we mean it. We mean it from the heart.
From the hectic first rehearsals to the time we're on the air, and in between the commercials, we are trying our hardest to keep you relaxed in your chair.
Each night and on every night, for many programs to come, many happy returns for your viewing, renewing our fun. And if you think you've seen it, all, Sound of Music has just begun.
We hope you wish all the things we wish each time they strike up the band. Many happy returns for the future. The future looks grand.
We hope you like all the things we like, for then we're friends from the start. Many happy returns, and we mean it from the heart.
From the hectic first rehearsals till the time we're on the air,
And in between the commercials, we are trying our hardest to keep you relaxed in your chair. Each night and on every night, for many programs to come. Many happy returns for your viewing, renewing our fun. And if you think you've seen it, all, Sound of Music has just
in our show have been with us for the whole of the 4 years. And we've had so many letters asking how they all started in the business that tonight, being our birthday, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about them. Let's start with Bill. Now, back in Geelong, Victoria, where he grew up, he used to be a boy soprano. But in 1951, Bill really started going places when he played the lead in several musical comedies. He spent 3 years in England, appearing in more than 300 radio and television shows, and played the lead in 2 West End productions. One of Bill's favorite shows was Paint Your Wagon, and his favorite number from that show they called The Wind Mariah.
Way out here they got a name for rain and wind and fire. The rain is Tess, the fire's Joe, and they call the wind Mariah. Mariah blows the stars around and sends the clouds a-flying. Mariah makes the mountains sound like folks were dying. Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Up here they got a name for rain, for wind and fire only. But when you're lost and all alone, there ain't no word but lonely. And I'm a lost and lonely man without a star to guide me. Mariah, blow my love to me. I need my girl beside me. Mariah, Mariah, they call the wind Mariah. Mariah,
And now our trio, Nola, Margaret, and Betty. These talented girls have all had a tremendous amount of musical experience, and although they harmonize so beautifully on the show, they are, as you know, all solo performers in their own right. Nola, of course, was one of the Lester sisters, and Betty and Margaret, if you remember, worked with Dawn and I back in the old Mobil Limb days. Well, I've told you all about them. They go to sing. I told them all about you.
I told the whippoorwill, told the daffodil just how pretty you smile. Yes, I told them all about you. I told each little bird every single word that you say is worthwhile. Yes, I told them all about you. I told the moon and every star that shines above
Daryl's a Sydney boy, and from 1959 to 1963, he worked mostly in America. He spent 6 months in Las Vegas singing with Bob Crosby and the Bobcats. He also did a lot of television work over there, including the Jack Parr Show, the Steve Allen Show, and the Ed Sullivan Show. In 1957, he recorded a song which turned out to be the biggest Australian seller ever made. So here's a Stuart called Daryl singing A Man Called Peter.
When my dreams had gone astray, and as I talked with Peter, my cares just stole away. A kind and humble man was he, who set my heart low. Somehow I found faith I needed so. Contentment I was seeking to make my life worthwhile. And suddenly my soul was free, and my heart began to smile. Somewhere this man called Peter helps people just like me. If there were more like Peter, what a great world this would be.
There we are. Thank you very much, Frank. Thank you. That's it. You know, Frank was born in Yorkshire, England, where the pudding comes from. He started off as a classical dancer, winning a scholarship at the famous Sadler's Wells Ballet School. He spent 6.5 years with the Tivoli Circuit in Australia. Then he turned to acting, played the juvenile lead in The Amorous Prawn, and his favorite part, Ginger Mick, the comedy lead in The Sentimental Bloke. Ah, thanks, Shirley. Thank you very much. Now, Shirley is a Sydney girl who also worked in England for a while. She's appeared at the Drury Lane Theatre and also at the London Palladium with Norman Wisdom. Shirley made 3 films while she was in the Old Dart and was principal dancer in Brigadoon. Neither Frank nor Shirley appeared in Guys and Dolls, but tonight they're going to do a number from that show, Sue Me.
You promised me that, you promised me everything under the sun, then you give me a kiss and you grab in your hat and you're off to the races again. When I think of the time gone by, and I think of the way I try, I could honestly die.
Call a lawyer and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, go ahead, hate me, I love you.
Here's my life, I was a fool to give to you.
All right already, I'm just a no good Nick. All right already, it's true, so new, so sue me, what can you do me? I love
You're at it again, you're running the game. I'm not gonna play second fiddle to that, and I'm sick and I'm tired of stalling around and telling you now that when I think of the time gone by, and I think of the way I tried, I could honestly die.
So sue me, what can you do me?
I love
you.
Very good. Now, Rosalind started off studying the piano at the Sydney Conservatorium with the intention of becoming a concert pianist. Now, that would have made a mess of our show, wouldn't it? Well, from the time she was 7, she won prizes both as a pianist and a singer. Until at 21, she decided to concentrate on singing. For 6 years, Ros has been a principal soprano with the Elizabethan Trust Opera Company. As well as grand opera, Rosalind has also appeared in several musical comedies, like another operatic soprano, Grace Moore. Do you remember this song? Well, the most recent additions to our cast are, of course, the 4 thin men. There's a Ron, 2 Johns, and a Tony.
He's the one who sings like that down in the basement.
Well, this talented young quartet have been singing together for 5 years now, 3.5 years in Melbourne, and for the past 18 months they've been based in Sydney. Now, as they've only been with us for a few weeks, it isn't really their birthday today, so instead they're celebrating their unbirthday. And a very happy unbirthday, fellas.
Statistics prove that you're one birthday every year. But there are 364 on birthdays. That is why we're gathered here to cheer. A very merry birthday to you, to you. A very merry birthday to you, to you. It's great to drink to someone, and I guess that you will do. A very merry birthday to you. A very merry birthday to us, to us. A very merry birthday to us, to us. If there are no objections, let it be unanimous. A very merry birthday to us.
It really would be pleasant if you sent a little present to me, to me. Now don't get apprehensive, it don't have to be expensive, you see.
A Rolls Royce or a Cadillac would suit me to a T. A very merry birthday to me. A very merry birthday to all, to all. A very merry birthday to me, to me. Let's have a celebration, hire a band or rent a hall. A very merry birthday, a very merry birthday, a very merry birthday to all.
You like all the things we like, for many programs to come.
subject of birthdays, it isn't very long ago that we were celebrating the 10th anniversary of Australian television. But back in the early 1930s, when radio was as popular as television is today, the biggest thing on American radio was a musical program called Camel Caravan. It featured a new band with a new sound, and each week millions of Americans tune in to this theme, Smoke Rings, the theme of Mr. Glenn Gray and his Casalona band. And here is our Mr. Bob Gibson. We all get a pleasant feeling when we read that local boy makes good. And when it's two local boys, well, that seems to double the pleasure. Our guest tonight recently toured Australia with the Tijuana Brass and made such an impression on Herb Alpert that he invited them to America to do 19 shows with him and the band on their major tour of Canada and the United States. It's a big step in their career. So, as they sing If I Were a Rich Man from Fiddler on the Roof and Edelweiss from Rodgers and Hammerstein's Sound of Music. Let's welcome Bill and Boyd.
If I were a rich man, yubba-dee-da-daddy, yubba-dibba-dee-da-daddy-dum. All day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard, yubba-dee-da-daddy, yubba-dibba-dee-da-daddy-dum. If I were a bitty-bitty rich, yibba-dibba-dee-da-daddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each loud quack and cluck and gobble and honk will land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, yibba-dee-da-daddy, yibba-dibba-dee-da-daddy-dum. All day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard, yibba-dee-da-daddy, yibba-dibba-dee-da-daddy-dum. If I were a bitty-bitty rich, yibba-dibba-dee-da-daddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere just for show. If I were a rich man, yubba-dee-da-daddy, yubba-dibba-dee-da-daddy-dum. All day long I'd biddy-biddy-bum. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard, yubba-dee-da-daddy, yubba-dibba-dee-da-daddy-dum. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it suppose some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man? Hey!
looked into our pile of requests this week and came up with a letter from Miss Susan Gale, who's only 9 years old. Susan lives at 39 Grey Street, Carlton, Victoria, and the song she's chosen is Louise. Are you ready, gentlemen?
Every little breeze seems to whisper Louise. Birds in the trees seem to twitter Louise. Each little rose tells me it knows I love you, love you. Every little beat that I feel in my heart seems to repeat what I felt at the start. Each little sign tells me that I adore you, Louise. Just to see and hear you brings joy I never knew. But to be so near you thrills me through and through. Anyone can see why I wanted your kiss. It had to be, but the wonder is this. Can it be true someone like you could love me, Louise? Just to see and hear you brings joy I never knew. But to be so near you thrills me through and through. Anyone can see why I wanted your kiss. It had to be, but the wonder is this. Can it be true someone like you could love me?
Oh, Johnny, how you can love. Oh, Johnny, heavens above. You make my poor heart jump with joy. And when you're near, I just can't sit still a minute. I'm so oh, Johnny, please tell me, dear, what makes me love you so? You're not handsome, it's true, but when I look at you, I just oh, Johnny, oh. Be oh so good if he wanted to. Bad or good, he understood about love and other things. For every girl in town followed him around just to hold his hand and sing. Oh Johnny, how you can love. Oh Johnny, heavens above. You make my poor heart jump with joy. And when you're near, I just can't sit still a minute. I'm so oh Johnny, please tell me, dear, what makes me love you so? You're not handsome, it's true, but when I look at you, I just oh Johnny, oh, oh Johnny, oh, oh Johnny, oh Johnny,
oh. If her eyes are blue as skies, that's Peggy O'Neill. If she's smiling all the while, that's Peggy O'Neill. If she walks like a sly little rose,
If she talks with a cute little brogue,
sweet personality, full of rascality, that's Peggy O'Neill. If her eyes are blue as skies, that's Peggy O'Neill. If she's smiling all the while, that's Peggy O'Neill.
if she walks like a sly little rogue, if she talks with a cute little brogue,
Sweet personality, full of rascality, that's Peggy O'Neill.
Well, I just was.
There we are. That's our 4th birthday show. We do hope you've enjoyed it. And thank you for sharing those 4 years with us. I only wish you were all here in the studio tonight, because what's a birthday party without a nice big cake? And have a look at this from Mr. and Mrs. White Wings. Isn't it lovely? Come on, come in here, have a look at it. How about that, eh? Isn't that lovely? Well, ladies and gentlemen, shh, quiet, don't get too excited. First of all, I'd like to say that when we in the audience have taken care of this top layer of this wonderful cake made for us especially by White Wings, for which we're very grateful, the bottom layer will go to the Brooklyn Orphanage. So we're sending those, that bottom layer, which is about a half a ton, we'll take the quarter ton up the top here before it falls down. But before going any further, to help me cut, I'd like to ask the ladies and gentlemen that represent White Wings. I know Joan very well, Joan Winfield, and this is Phil. How are you, Phil? Well, thank you very much, and the people of White Wings, for donating this cake, which we will eat the top lot, and the rest will go to a wonderful deserving cause at the Brooklyn Orphanage. But you have been kind, and thank you very much. Well, now, as I cut it, I'll sort of I'll put the knife where through, in here, somewhere, just anywhere.
Yes, anywhere.
It's all right, you hold it. She's worried about the top layer. All right? And then we go into this, and we're all going to have a piece of cake, all right? Here we go, Bob. All ready? No, Bob's here. Somebody over there started. Here we go. There! 4 birthdays. Here's to the next 4.